Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, we're going to be a bit quiet today. I feel a little sensitive. I don't feel sensitive at all. That's the wrong word to use. I feel like I need to catch up on a lot of sleep, rejuvenate myself a bit, but I most definitely want to do a reading. So good afternoon. There's no rush today. Oh, it's nearly 1:44 in the afternoon. 28% on my battery. Okay. Let's see how long that lasts for. Okay, we'll do it to the battery. What are we going to play with? I've already got some cards out. The Psychic Tarot and the Energy Oracle cards. So let me just pull a message first. I do feel extremely tired. I feel a little bit hungover, but I haven't been drinking. So be interesting to see what the cards want to talk about. Let's take it easy like a Sunday morning. Okay. Maybe this is our Sunday service, a day early. You want me to take that card? This card here just tells me really about rebuilding ourselves, our foundations. Okay, it's like the same colour as my top. Coordinated, being coordinated. Being colour coordinated, I did want to use the colour therapy cards and the chakra wisdom cards. Should we just pull that one card then? Firm foundations. The base chakra. Okay. Let's get an energy oracle card. It's like I want to be really gentle. My eyes are quite sensitive to light. Feels like I want to be gentle, like with how I move my head. Okay, so feels a bit slow-mo. Slow motion. That's the energy today, slow motion. Angel of Strength. Okay, well, I talked about building up our strength. Okay, Angel of Strength with firm foundations. Let's get this colour therapy card. I haven't used these in a while, but that's what it feels like anyway. Scarlet. That's nice. It's all coming in with the red. Scarlet. Attract success. Okay. I still want to know more. Chakra wisdom. Yeah, chakra wisdom would be good because it would give me a story. Okay. Give me a story, please. A pretty story, please. Why does everything feel back to front? Okay. So. If we was looking at that as being the strength card, Angel of Strength here, it's in the middle. And on one side, I'm going to say, well, that feels like a feminine, it doesn't, sorry. Feels like a masculine energy. Whether or not the feminine's embodying the masculine's energy, seeing as I have this colour on today, that he seems to be coloured in, unless you're colour coordinating with your counterpart. The law of attraction, because we have attract success on the other side, and I felt like this was a really feminine energy, just with the name Scarlet. Okay. Gone with the wind. So I'm not sure whether or not the lion there, representing the masculine energy, is more by the feminine side here. And I'm feeling as if the masculine is actually attracting success at the moment. Feminines, you're building yourself back up. Angelically. You've got angel wings on. Okay. I'm not speaking very loud today, am I? Could have done with a dose of that last night, but hey. Passion. This is very much, have a look, this is, it looks very much like the feminine here. She's reading a book to this other character. This other character has a newspaper underneath their chair. And I'm not sure who this character is, but listen, that doesn't matter. Okay. All that matters is that this character is listening to the feminine here, or what the feminine has been teaching, preaching, passion, her passion. And this character here, I feel this is the masculine's energy. He's sitting, and instead of kind of getting yourself wrapped up with like the world affairs, we're really having a look at the spiritual affairs now. So the law of attraction is coming in. So I want to say, I'm going to call this a masculine, just the masculine energy compared to the feminine energy here. So the masculine, he's now listening to all that the angel of strength here has shared with him to make him stronger. So I feel the masculine's taking on the feminine's advice and attracting success. And the feminine's, you're recuperating, building yourself back up. It's like you've just accomplished a major milestone in this journey. Okay, it's all that dedication and hard work, your passion for purpose. Should we read this passion card? Let's read it. I wanted a story. Well, there's a newspaper under there, the Gazette, I believe it says. Princess of Amber, I quietly sizzle and shine. The legend. The Princess of Amber spends her time volunteering. No person or task is beneath her. She loves her subjects and looks after them like a loyal servant. Okay, so that very much sounds like the Divine Feminine's energy. When the newspapers criticise her, so we talk about the world, her family begs her to behave more like royalty. Okay, so that's really about when you're just complying with society, isn't it? So when the newspapers criticise her, her family begs her to behave more like royalty, but she refuses. The people hold a free election, and to the surprise of the aristocracy, is that how you say that word? It's because it's one of those like global words that are used by world leaders in like government. Vote for the princess as their new leader. I'd like a shot at that. I've been in government. I'm not even lying. She's not lying. That's what the birdie said. I'm not lying. Okay. Should we read some more about it then? So, because this feminine decided to follow spiritual laws, she actually comes out on top. She does get elected in the end. Elected by who? Well, it feels very much as if the masculine here is actually taking on the Divine Feminine's advice. So, it's like the masculine definitely wants to be a divine masculine. He's following in suit. It's this understanding that he's not going to achieve it by spending time reading newspapers and watching the news. Okay. What's the inspiration? You are correct to feel passionate about your position. Follow your instincts, for you intuitively know what is right for you. Personal inquiry. Are my daily actions supporting my real passion? And what am I willing to stand for? Key ideas: following your passion, being authentic, taking a stand for yourself, being acknowledged, feeling ostracised by family, friends, being emotionally centred, a strong feminine energy, and a happy outcome. Keywords: passion, bravery, royalty. The meditation. I'd like a shot at that as well as being queen. I was actually seriously thinking this the other day. It's like, can we not just have like new rules on how we like have our queens and kings? I'd like to be queen. I think I'll make a really good queen. But okay, let's get back to this. Following your passion, being authentic, taking a stand for yourself, being acknowledged, feeling ostracised by family, friends, being emotionally centred, strong feminine energy, and a happy outcome. I'd already read that part, hadn't I? Keywords, let's go back over these. Passion, bravery, and royalty. Let's do a meditation. Ask yourself the following questions. What is my greatest strength? What are my challenges? And how do I serve others? How can I serve myself? What represents love in my life? Okay. Close your eyes and invite the Princess of Amber to take a walk with you. And what does she reveal to you? And I feel this is the Divine Masculine's energy here. I want to say really asking himself these questions. What is my greatest strength? What are my challenges? How do I serve others? And how can I serve myself? And what represents love in my life? Close your eyes and invite the Princess of Amber to take a walk with you. And what does she reveal to you? So it's like the Divine Masculine is inviting the Divine Feminine. He's understanding the name. Their names were saved to protect the innocents. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thunderbirds are go. I want to read the Angel of Strength card now. Card number 50. Personal power and inner strength. This amazing angel brings the news that this is a time of increasing power for you. I feel this is for you, Divine Masculine. It's not the time to be passive or submissive, but to speak your truth and take action on your own behalf. Why? Because the feminine looks like she's resting. Because you know enough, Divine Masculine, to be able to do that. You are capable of taking greater control and directing your own destiny, for the power that comes from within reaches out to the universe and beyond. Inner strength and unlimited resourcefulness flow through you at this time, helping you to create real results. Call upon this wonderful angel and on your own inner resourcefulness to bring you the focus and resolve to do what's necessary in order to make your dreams a reality. You've been guided. We're sticking with the masculine side. Card number 7, Scarlet, attract success. 7 ways to love, baby. I don't know why I would just sing that song. That's, well, 7 ways to love. Anyway, okay. Scarlet is the colour of passion, success and vitality that is known for its power, strength and dynamism. It stands out and demands to be noticed. A colour of victory, Scarlet allows you to confidently achieve your dreams. Realise your dreams with the power of Scarlet. Success. To attract great opportunities into your life, imagine soaking your feet in scarlet liquid. Then put scarlet socks on your feet and imagine there are 10 steps to your success in front of you. As you take each step towards your success, breathe in the scarlet energy of power, success and confidence. Imagine getting closer to your goal with every step until you feel like you have the success you desire. Say, Divine Spirit, please infuse me with the energy of persistence, confidence and success. That's the way to do it. Mr. Punch. Mr. Punch. I don't actually feel like at the moment I'm going over to the feminine side, okay? If that is a card for the feminine. But I do feel as if you're just taking a step back, Divine Feminines, at the moment. It's time to rest. You've been busy. What else haven't I used for a while? I don't know. I've pretty much covered a lot of the decks recently. Let's have a look at the Archangel Power Tower. I thought I saw another spider dangling, but just my imagination. What's this card? And this one? Okay. How many? Are we going to actually shuffle them? No need. Well, we've got the Page of Raphael. Gentle, loving, dreamy, open-hearted. A new emotional situation, messages regarding relationships or social invitations, and great intuitive insights. This just felt like the feminine's energy here needing to just rest. In a dreamy state. Open-hearted, dreamy, loving and gentle. Very gentle energy today. Okay, so I feel like for the feminines, there's a new emotional situation that's here. I feel like your emotions are settling. Messages regarding relationships or social invitations and great intuitive insights. Okay, and I've put that over on the feminine side. Let's have a look at these cards here. There's 3 cards. So I'm masculine doing some work, doing some groundwork. Put the same colour top on and the dress. 9 of Gabriel, the 9 of Wands. About being spiritually strong now. That's good. About being spiritually strong. That this infusion of strength, power, confidence. Stay determined and move forward, Divine Masculine. Be prepared for any possibility and environmental activism. You're quite active now. You're attracting the success. That's beautiful. Following your passion. Looks like you're just about to reap your rewards. Is it harvest time? Nearly. We're going to take this card. Page of Michael. Okay. Nearly. Why? Because we've still got some dark clouds around you, Divine Masculine. Page of Michael. Truthful, perceptive, analytical and blunt. So, that doesn't look a great energy, does it? It does look like something that you're trying to turn your head away from and you're trying to have a look at what the owl's saying. A different kind of post, owl post. So you're getting the messages, signs, synchronisation, especially by being outside, from the birds, the angels. So was that just my imagination? No. So you're having a look at the owls here. I said owl post because we've got a newspaper here. So it's like the owls are dropping messages. And you're like flying this crummy, dark kite here. So, which doesn't really seem to be keeping you very interested, does it? Doesn't look like a good day for flying a kite. Gone with the wind. An exciting new challenge. You have what it takes to succeed. So I feel you're no longer interested in the darkness. Feels here as if there's kind of a tornado coming and it's going to like sweep it all away. Everything's going to be gone. This breath of fresh air is going to be coming in. An exciting new challenge. You have what it takes to succeed. Review contracts or documents very thoroughly. So, before this harvest comes in, you've got some stuff to do. Okay. It's time for the Divine Feminine to rest. Strength card again. Well, it's Angel of Strength, but the Strength card again. Major Arcana. The only Major Arcana on the table. I haven't got many tarot cards out. But there's 5 here. Angel of Strength. Strength and grace through kindness, self-confidence and forgiveness. Very nice. Look how settled this energy is. It's a new dawn. There's a bird here carrying the infinity symbol. Looks like everything else is just burnt up in the background. It's a new dawn. This looks a very nice, comforting, loving energy here. They're not sitting there contemplating. It's like to infinity and beyond. A nice close connection here. Definitely symbolising Leo as a star sign. I think that's Leo's star sign just there on that rock. These guys are each other's rock. See whether Leo actually comes in, in your chart, where Leo comes in. But the two of you are very strong. You're stronger together, but you're very strong apart as well. Okay. We're going to have a look at this strength card, and then I'm going to read that firm foundation. You can write a book about how strong you guys are. Card number 11. And this is how you're both very alike. This is about distribution of energy. You have great strength and compassion, the kindness and understanding that I want to say that you both give to others are a blessed gift. However, it is equally important to show gentleness toward yourself. You may see aspects within you, I won't say all within each other. You may see aspects within you that cause you to worry or impatience. But every person is a child of God. It is by balancing all aspects of yourself with love and mercy that you learn to exhibit those same qualities to people around you. You are far stronger than you may believe. The situation, I'm so sorry, the voice is going. The situation you find yourself in requires a very soft and sensitive approach. I wasn't going to use the word sensitive. Okay, I'll spot on to start with. Okay. You are far more stronger. Let's have some coffee. Let's have some coffee, Taurus. You are far stronger than you may believe. The situation you find yourself in requires a very soft and sensitive approach. Archangel Ariel can help you stay strong in the face of any challenge. Additional meanings of this card: self-confidence, patience, self-control, forgiveness, inner strength, influence through kindness. Archangel Ariel is the angel known for protecting animals, the environment, and those who seek to safeguard our world. Here you are, environmental activism. Her name means lioness of God, and she can inspire great courage in the hearts of those who call upon her. And that's you, Divine Masculine. You call upon your Divine Feminine for strength. I believe you're really starting to realise that she does give you the strength that you desire. Okay. Archangel Ariel is also known to be an angel of manifesting the essentials of daily life. Call upon Ariel if you're feeling uncertain or experiencing a lack of confidence, and she will help you get in touch with your own inner strength. Wow, what a pair. Firm foundations. I'm going to read this card. The Four of Pentacles. This card denotes that you have already or are currently working towards establishing a solid foundation in the material world. Divine Feminine, I feel this card denotes that you have already, and that's why you're resting. You've done a good job. You are working already. This card denotes that you have already or are currently working towards establishing a solid foundation in the material world. And I feel the masculine now is working on that part. Establishing a solid foundation. He's attracting a solid foundation in the material world via your strength, Divine Feminine. Using good judgment and heeding lessons from the past concerning financial matters will assist you in laying a firm groundwork By doing so, security will have a better chance of building in the future. So if there's anything that you do need to focus on, divine feminine, I feel you'll be able to feel your divine masculine kind of stepping in and helping you to do that. So it makes it easier for you to do anything that you need to do to secure your foundations. But I feel the masculine here is using good judgment and heeding the lessons that you've kind of taught him. Okay. Oh, we're carrying on reading. So sorry. The material power that's now around you can either be an advantage or a disadvantage, depending on how you respond to it. Don't let your current position determine who you are. Remember to give back and prime the pump of prosperity, for true spiritual and material wealth is as much about giving as it is receiving. So that's why there's this balance here at the moment. Seek proper investment advice and realise that you don't have to hold on to your possessions too tightly. Just be flexible and allow things to continue to flow. I still do feel a big message in there for the divine feminines. Okay. Where are we going from here? I keep hitting a box that's on the floor. It holds like playing cards in it. But it's actually a box that I've had for years. It was like a bulk buy of batteries. So it had loads of batteries in there. And like when you've used them all, well, I kept playing cards in there. And all I can see on it is power on the box. Bright red box. It's power. I have the need not to show you because it's advertising a company. For some reason, it's like, no, I don't need to show the box. But it's a little plastic box. Anyway, should we have a look at Heal Yourself? I think that would be really beneficial. I'm going to get a card for the feminine and a card for the masculine. Divine feminine, you're up first. Let's see how you can assist yourself with this healing process. Earlier on I heard, I believe they're teenage children, but one was kind of like, I don't know what they said, but it was like they were snappy. And I thought that's interesting. So, divine feminine, just watch for snappiness. Maybe you need to keep that in check. Especially if you're tired. It's a test to see how you respond when you're tired. How do you take that out on the outer world? Well, let's have a look at this card. Family and tribe. Card number 20. Divine feminine. Family and tribe. Is that just really shouting out that I know it's a tiger, okay, and not a lion, but is that really just shouting out that, well, for one, divine feminine, you're the tiger, divine masculine, you're the lion. But I felt like it was manifesting in actual physical form here. It's mentioned a couple of times, although I've not really pondered upon it. It has kind of mentioned a couple of times about reaching out to the divine feminine in the physical. But I feel both counterparts are just doing what they feel they need to do at the moment. So divine feminine, invest in your family and tribe. Be very discerning with other people's opinions. So is this coming in with the snappiness? Become aware of how the beliefs of your family and tribe are influencing you. What did you learn about relationships, money, and opportunities when you were younger? Ask yourself, am I still carrying some of those outdated beliefs? Am I trying to seek love and approval from my family by doing what they want me to do? An important question to ask yourself is whether you are living your life in order to make someone else or yourself happy. I feel here, this is about divine feminine, you getting your home life stable. I can put my hands up and I still do a lot to please my children. Just because I feel I'm a loving, caring, supportive mother. But I'm very aware that there's times I need to say no and I need to take that time for myself. And I've been doing that. I mean, my kids are amazing. They don't, they don't get on my back or anything. So, but I can just be so nice. This pleasing personality all the time. So I have started to retreat when, especially if I feel like I could get a bit snappy when it comes to like the order of the house and how it operates. Just wanting to have it my way, isn't it? I tend to just go and retreat myself now. And because that's an issue within me, that's a reflection of my frustration. And so just don't get them involved at all, or try not to involve them. I remember Wayne Dyer saying something once in one of his audios, I believe it is. I imagine a book as well. But he said, I'm sure it was him. Okay, I could be mistaken, but it was like, when you're in a bad mood, don't talk to your children. I don't know if it's him or Abraham Hicks, but it's like if you only interact with your children or your tribe when you're vibing high, okay? Because it would just rub off onto them. So become aware of how the beliefs of your family and tribe are influencing you. What did you learn about relationships, money and opportunities when you were younger? Ask yourself, am I still carrying some of those outdated beliefs? Am I trying to seek love and approval from my family by doing what they want me to do? An important question to ask yourself is whether you are living in your life in order to make someone else or yourself happy. This card asks you to examine your loyalties, family beliefs, superstitions, and rituals that have power over you. Let go of anything that is not serving you. You are also being asked to face your fears of being different and embrace your uniqueness, even if others don't understand or approve of your actions. Now, I find our children can get very confused because they're looking at like the contrasts, aren't they, of what's kind of going on in the majority of the world and how people live. And then you have the likes of me that lives like completely different. Well, I feel I do live completely different to people that I kind of, everyday people. And it's hard for them to accept that because I'm outnumbered. But I found now, especially with my eldest, I was only actually talking to her about this yesterday, it's so much more easier because she sees the signs and she sees the synchronisations. And she said to me the other day about how she's out there doing her light work, her and Jamie, as a couple. The strength in them doing it as a couple is amazing. And they're kind of like mentoring this he's younger than them. So this lad. And he's a bit lost, not knowing what he wants to do. And he actually just wants to help people. And he had never ever looked at it as a choice of a career. Okay. And I was speaking to my daughter and I said, because it's not looked at as being a life coach or trying to inspire others or helping people to chill out, not worry, helping them to change the way that they're telling the story. And it is hard to kind of to accept for some that that's an important role for us to play on our earth, especially right now. Okay. So it's a lot easier to speak to her because, regardless of how much money it brings in, we spoke about, voluntary work here. You just do it because it's your soul's calling. And then you have to have faith that, you will be recognised and rewarded when the time's right. The harvest will come. But it's like you have to take that step without, it's a step into the unknown. Well, when it comes to maybe, my younger one, she's with college and she hangs out with other guys who, whose attitudes, but then again, she's not partnered up with a divine counterpart. So she's still finding her own way through this. We were speaking about our differences of opinions, and I just allow her to be who she's here to be. If her opinions differ to mine, I'm not going to really get on her back about it. She knows my beliefs, and it's the same really with Megan. With maturity that comes. So often working. Let's just reread that part, because you can feel as if you're losing a lot of people, okay, or you're just not resonating. You just have to keep going strong. So, this card asks you to examine your loyalties, your family beliefs, superstitions, and rituals that have power over you. Let go of anything that is not serving you. You are also being asked to face your fears of being different and embrace your uniqueness, even if others don't understand or approve of your actions. Often working with your energy centres, in particular the root chakra. Hey, just by chance we have that out. So often working with your energy centres, in particular the root chakra, can help you release past limitations and hurts, increase your confidence, and help you manifest your desires into the physical reality. What was kind of coming up was, it came out yesterday in a statement, and it was, no one likes to be told what to do, including you. And I try and take on that philosophy. It's like, my children don't become opinionated and I want to say objective towards me and my beliefs. They just allow me to be who I'm here to be, and I like to try and deliver the same respect to them. So regardless of whether or not I feel they're in alignment with me and my path, all I try and focus on is where I am and who I am, and where's my vibration like right now? Who am I right now? Okay, let's have a look at the action plan. The action plan. Recognise beliefs that you have adopted from others, and I feel that my children are adopting my beliefs, but they're taking them on as their own. It's not forced upon them. So recognise beliefs that you have adopted from others. Play some tribal music. Imagine that other people's limiting beliefs are like chains that stop you from moving forward. Stamp your feet and focus on recognising each belief, pattern, or past experience, and then imagine letting them go. You can even visualise throwing all the chains into a purple flame, which dissolves them. Then give yourself permission to move forward and put all of your energy on a daily basis into how you would love to live your life. And there's a lot of people, mostly actually kind of everyone, apart from my two children, that were not in alignment with me. The difference is that I believe some become very opinionated about my beliefs towards me. And like I just stated, I don't have an issue with a difference of beliefs. I have a little bit of an issue if I get pounded regarding my beliefs. And when I just try and allow people just to be who they're here to choose to be themselves. So it is kind of like those chains. We do have to have a look at our families, and they can hold us back. And you just have to keep on moving forward. But you could lose a lot of people. So let go of anything that is not serving you, not encouraging you. Definitely let go of anyone who's hindering you with their words and their attitudes, okay, towards you and your own adventure in this life and what you kind of want to do. That's the toughest part of the journey. It's letting go of people, and at the time you don't really realise the reason you need to let go of them is because you're not going to get where you want to get. It's by following their beliefs. So I had to drop a lot of beliefs that I was actually, that were ingrained within me growing up, but actually from a young age I kind of didn't really resonate with any of it. So I lived in this fantasy world of, it's like, well, when I get older I'm going to do it this way. And so I lived within, the environment that I was raised in and what I was sent to, but never, I'm not going to say never, that's a lie, because my mum was an awesome character, and my dad, amazing personalities, and especially people that want to help and serve, I took that on. The other stuff, no, I let that go. And I had to let a lot of people go as well, because of that reason. So let's have a look at the action plan. Oh no, we've read that. I'm done. Divine Masculine, would you like one? I imagine you could be suffering from the same challenge. Once you free yourself, though, that's then when actually you can start to miss your old tribe, whether it was detrimental to your health or not, or your well-being. You just miss it. And then when you realise that you would rather be alone than be around people that make you feel lonely, you then start to appreciate your own time. Then you'll start attracting in your new tribe. I've got the card. Rejection. We have rejection here. Let's have a look. 13. Rejected by the world? You better have a look at the state of our world. Rejection is a form of protection. It says use rejection to grow, expand and build yourself. And that's what I was kind of just saying. Once you can build yourself back up, you're going to attract success. You're building firmer foundations. Ones that are more stable, secure. More in alignment with you. Feeling rejected. It's interesting because I asked this for the masculine's energy. But I was feeling when we first started that the feminine could be embodying the masculine's energy, but you're kind of like resting. So the divine masculine, you've got this come up. It's quite an emotional energy here regarding rejection and your fear of it. Feeling rejected can disconnect you from your heart and soul and immobilise you. Rather than buying into rejection, focus on how you can grow, learn and improve from your experiences. So if you've just, if you, like me, feel as if you've been rejected by a lot of people and you're not really sure why, because you know deep down you're a gentle, loving, caring person that really wants to do good for this world, you can't kind of really make sense of it. So you could be actually going through this, you do get through the other side, and then you're kind of, you appreciate, in the end, the way that things turned out, in a screwed up way, but you do get there. So rather than buying into rejection, remember it's a form of protection, focus on how you can grow, learn and improve from your experiences. If you are a writer and you sent your articles or a book to a publisher and they have rejected it, then try to hone your writing skills and then send your work out to several other publishers. Use that rejection as a motivating force to succeed. If a person that you have feelings for or felt a deep love towards has rejected you, then work on healing your heart and recognising that there is someone out there who is more suited to you. Many people use rejection as an excuse to close down, become suspicious, guarded, and give up. Then they hurt and reject others. They hide behind rejection and never give themselves an opportunity to take a leap of faith and find their life calling and heal. By picking this card, you are being urged to hold yourself in a higher regard. Keep your heart open and trust that you have learnt from your experiences and you will not make the same mistakes again. Very tough lesson here on the table. I feel it's one that the Divine Feminine's, she's overcome. The hurdle of rejection. Big lesson, biggest lesson within that one. After you get over this, you'll never feel alone again. Okay. Or you'll never complain about being alone. You actually look forward to company, but it has to be the right company. Let's have a look at the action plan. Okay, you've got to take a pen and paper. On one side of the paper, write down what you are afraid of, especially in terms of being rejected. Big one for me, rejection. Big one. especially when it comes to men. Take a pen and paper. On one side of the paper, write down what you are afraid of, especially in terms of being rejected. On the other side, record how you can use rejection to succeed. Then take action with confidence that rejection can be your friend. Yeah. It can be your friend. Let's end on a Rumi message. Now, the fear of rejection, that's just really talking about your own self-worth, isn't it? Why would you think that you was ever going to be rejected by someone? I mean, that's how you change your mindset. When you're rejected, it's a good opportunity to kind of stop and say to yourself, well, how am I attracting that? It's because you don't feel as if you're worthwhile, you're worthy. That may have been by maybe what others have said to you, and you've taken that on board. I imagine them people are being taken out of your life now. That's detrimental. Feeling as if you're not good enough, being told you're not good enough. Not even sometimes is it actually about being told you're not good enough. You can tell by people's body language. You can tell by a look in their eye, a facial expression that they pull, that they're not impressed with you. They're not, a look says a lot, doesn't it? Interesting, because as I'm saying that, a look says a lot. So, but I'm talking about expression on someone's face. So you can tell if someone's like overjoyed or if they're disapproving just by their facial expressions. It's kind of hard to hide, isn't it? You know a genuinely pleasant look on someone's face. But what came through was you can tell a lot by the look. And so now I'm going to like the personal, physical body, like how you represent yourself as a person on the outside. So now I'm thinking about, you know, your shape and size and the kind of clothes that you wear. That's superficial shit, isn't it? It's what lies within that matters. So I wanted to say looks don't matter, but I think we're getting down to the matter of fact that looks matter a lot when it comes to facial expressions and how people, you can tell just by walking past someone in the street, can't you? You know, okay, wow. Are we talking about like skin colours? Because none of it matters. Well, it does, it all matters, but none of it matters as in what colour you are, what religion you are. Well, that might matter to your belief systems, that might matter. Can we just get on? Yes. We got Sacred Soul Sister, 37. She was in reverse. Sacred Soul Brother. I believe you're stepping up, 37, for your soul sister. The lover and the beloved, 37. 38 is the courage of your love. Here we are. Okay. I don't want to go into any more because I don't want to analyse that. I believe you get what I'm kind of saying. It's coming in with all this scarlet again. When you are conscious, a cloud of sadness surrounds you. Oh, I saw that cloud of sadness. That's what I felt it was. So when you are conscious, a cloud of sadness surrounds you. When you are beyond consciousness, the moon rests in your arms. When you are conscious, the beloved moves out of your reach. When you are beyond consciousness, the ecstasy of love moves your way. When you are conscious, you are depressed, like fall, and when you are beyond consciousness, the winter cold feels like spring. All your wavering is due to your longing to be stable. And that's what we're looking at, firm foundations. Look for instability until you become stable. That's what you're doing, Divine Feminine, you are. Just see if there's any instability still left around. Divine Masculine, you're going for it as well. That's what you have to do. You have to continuously keep looking for instability until you become stable, and you will get there in the end. Let's read this. I've got a little section, paragraph to read, and it's part of the Rumi message, but, well, it's all part of, listen. It just says there is a valid point of view. That is a valid point of view. Okay, well, let's get there. It says, I love you. I am your other self. Oh, that's lovely, look. I love you. I am your other self. I am with you always, your partner on this soul journey. I am the you that you do not see. I am the you that speaks through intuition and instinct. I whisper and sing and shout my crazed truth-telling to you, through your dreams, through your body. I am the you that is wise, that trusts in life and that knows. I am the you that sees reality rather than appearance. I am the you that knows how to be happy and free. There is a valid point of view that we travel this path of our life journey alone. Our deepest descents into the psyche happen alone. We meet death alone and come into the world alone. And yet there is a vaster perspective that we are never alone, that it would be impossible to really be alone. We are connected to all of life, and there is no such thing as being alone in reality, only in limited and temporary perception. As if such community were not enough, there is a partner, an ally who journeys with you from birth to death and beyond, again and again. You have a sacred sister, a sister of your soul. She weaves the stories of truth through dreams and insights that come upon you as if from nowhere. Perhaps they drop into your mind or seem to erupt from within you, but that is her talking to you, demanding or reassuring, depending on what the occasion best calls for at that moment. Her truths may seem overly dramatic, so you may discount them as workings of an overactive imagination, or perhaps her truth tales are so subtle you dismiss them as meaningless, fleeting fancy. The wise ones know, however, that the truths of the sacred soul sister are powerful, relevant, and worthy of time and attention. They know her oftentimes strange and startling offerings hold the keys to unlock entire worlds, to open up new realities, and to transform the nature of our existence from the deepest and most esoteric spiritual levels to the most palpable, practical, daily realities of our living bodies in the physical world. Your sacred soul sister is your partner in consciousness. Make no mistake, she is you. She is just a part of you so great you cannot always see her from your conscious mind. It is sort of like the eye of the dog trying to see its whole self, which is a bit tricky, for as it moves to see its rear, so the rear is moved along too. So rather than through direct perception, the sacred soul sister is met through reflection. She can be received in those moments of rest where great ideas are born. She is a genius, you see, vastly creative and inspired. Her worlds are those we access in sleep and meditation, or absorbing engagement in activity, where the mind can relax and drop into realities far more vast than those of daily life and be replenished. To tap into her wisdom, to distill a teaching from the fragmented memory of a dream or a subtle feeling experienced in meditation, requires that you walk with her gait and not the fast-paced, forward-moving canter of your conscious and intellectual mind. Her gait is meandering and apparently unstudied, yet she is in deep concentration to feel for truth of movement, to allow for what is emerging to express itself through her, and she is listening rather than demanding to know, to force, to speak, and to direct. To receive her genius and benefit most fully from it requires a willingness to surrender logic and open up to inspiration, to become empty, to let the mind soften and become receptive, open, and permeable. She delivers questions that lead to answers, but not according to demands issued by an insecure and fearful mind. She offers what is genuinely needed and answers the deepest questions of the heart. She is trustworthy, this sister. She cannot betray truth. Therefore, she can be relied upon as a faithful way shower for the heart. So, to commune with her, wise as that impulse is, requires that you learn the ways of her world and the strange symbolic language she speaks. She will never tell you what you already know. Why be so inefficient? No, she prefers to educate, elucidate, intrigue, and beguile as you are drawn into far more beautiful, powerful, and helpful truths. So, in her world and in her language, you must suspend your need to immediately understand. Let yourself absorb the imagery, the feelings, and the possibilities, to dwell, ponder, and be permeated by the wisdom. The appearance of a horse may signify your own spiritual being, and the appearance of you may signify a false self of identity and not the real you at all. You may see desert landscapes and moonlit nights in your dreams. When so much inner growth is happening, you will soon bloom like the springtime. You may dream of charging up hills with great energy, when in your physical world you can barely muster enough strength to get out of bed in the morning. What does all this mean? This apparent contrary, world upside down, nothing as it seems, symbolism. The meaning is the communication, and the communication is received in repose, in reflection, in quietness and rest. And you must trust her and trust yourself. When something needs to be known, so it shall be. And this is necessary, so much less than what we expect. Your lack of knowing is not ignorance. Your unknowingness is your bowing to life with trust. She has come to you through this oracle to remind you that everything is all right, and she has your back, no matter what appearances may seem to be to your more limited dog's eye consciousness in the light of day. She is guiding you with her wider knowledge through circumstances and situations that are ultimately going to free you into a greater love than you have ever known, no matter whether you feel like a rat in a maze or a bewildered drunk stumbling through labyrinth back alleyways, trying to find your way home again. No matter how out of control life may seem, she's letting you know all is proceeding just as it should, and that her will shall manifest. Her will is your wholeness and your completion. Her will must manifest and shall, because her will is nature, it is growth, it is God, and she is God. And she is God in you now. Remember that, and you'll realise, if you don't mind the ending being told before the last chapter, that everything's going to be okay. This oracle comes with particular guidance also. You know something, deep in your bones, without knowing how or why, or without particular reason. You just know. It doesn't make sense, but you know. It may be joy that you know. It may be that you know to avoid a certain situation. It may be that something is going to work out beautifully, despite appearances to the contrary, at a particular moment. It may be that you are meant to take a certain path. You just know. This oracle comes as confirmation that your knowing, mysterious as it is your sacred soul sister talking through you. Trust it and act, or not, accordingly. So we have the sacred honouring ritual. Kneel or sit comfortably, preferably on the ground or somewhere you feel grounded and anchored to the earth. That could be on the floor if practical. Rest your hands on the ground or on your legs. Say aloud, I call upon the sacred sister of my soul, the shadow priestess of wisdom and the temple of love. You guide me to love, and under the merciful grace and protection of Rumi, who loves me unconditionally, our relationship is one of respect, care, and divine guidance. May I be blessed with receptivity to your genius and capacity for the grace of growth. So be it. Rest for a few moments and you have finished your ritual. What a reading. Okay, you've got this. I know you've got this. Anything you want, you've got it, baby. Let's end this reading on some, you've got these messages. 1 hour and 2 minutes. About 8 seconds, I believe. Okay, let's get this wrapped up then. That went quickly. Okay, we've just missed 1444. This is nice. You have to remember this, that nothing can dim the lights which shine from within. Feels like there's a hurdle here for you, definitely, Divine. I was going to call you Mr. Masculine. Mr. Masculine. I bet you're overcoming rejection here. Nothing can dim the lights which shine from within. And you know what? You are capable of anything. And don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Bottom of the deck. I can make good decisions. Yes, you can. Okay, make the good decision to have yourself a fantastic weekend and not allow this rejection to get to you. Spin it around. Rejection was a form of protection from your angels. Much love to you. Have yourself a fantastic day, and I'll catch up with you guys soon. Take care. Much love. Bye for now.